So let's now discuss illustrative problem 2, which is on page 108. Okay, so ito yung provided data, which is also found on page 108. So ang requirement sa atin is to compute for the break-even point, no? Pero i-convert muna natin yung income statement to a variable format as shown below. So, kinonvert ko siya, pinag-add-add ko na yung mga variable and fixed cost. Ano? So, ayon doon sa given, no, ang total variable cost ay 5,000. Ang fixed cost and expenses naman ay 2,500. So, nakumpleto natin yung total column ng ating income statement. Pero, ang problema natin is hindi kumpleto yung ating per unit at yung ratio column. So, nireproduce ko dito yung ating incomplete na income statement. So, computein natin ngayon yung missing elements niya. So, for the variable cost per unit, so that's total variable cost divided by sales volume. So, substitution, 5,000 pesos divided by 100 units. So, ang variable cost per unit is 50 pesos. Variable cost ratio, so, ang ating solution is variable cost per unit na kinumpute natin kanina divided by sales price per unit. So, that's 50 pesos divided by 100 pesos, 50%. Alternatively, pwede mong gamitin yung total, no? So, total variable cost divided by total sales. So, 5,000 divided by 10,000 will also give you 50%. Contribution margin per unit is sales per unit minus variable cost per unit. So, substitution, 100 minus 50. So, 50 pesos. Alternatively, pwede mong gamitin total contribution margin divided by sales volume. So, that's 5,000 divided by 100 units na nabenta. So, that will also give you a contribution margin per unit of 50 pesos. Contribution margin ratio, pwede mong gamitin yung per unit, 50 pesos na na-compute natin kanina, divided by the sales price per unit, 100, so 50%. Pwede mo rin gamitin yung total, no? Total contribution margin divided by total sales. So, 5,000 divided by 10,000 is 50% also. So, ito na po yung ating completed income statement. Yan. So, by the way, ano napapansin mo, iba yung approach ko ng pagsosolve, no? Kaysa dun sa book, no? So, ginagawa ko siyang step by step at saka gumagamit ako ng formatted na income statement, hoping na mas maiintindihan mo siya using my approach. Okay, next. Pwede na natin ngayong computing yung requirements na hinihingi ni problem 2. So, ang una niyang requirement is break-even point in units. So, ang gagamitin natin ay yung aking alternative na analysis, no? So, lagi natin tatandaan na contribution margin at break-even point is equal to fixed cost, no? Pag break-even point, net income mo is 0. So, ibig sabihin, ang iyong fixed cost at contribution margin ay equal. So, that means, dito sa ating problem, sa ating first requirement, ang ating contribution margin at break-even point is 2,500. 500 kasi ang ating fixed cost is 2,500. So, break-even point in units is contribution margin at break-even point divided by contribution margin per unit. So, substitution, 2,500 divided by 50 pesos. So, break-even point in units is 50 units. So, yun yung yung ating requirement 1, 50 units. Requirement 2, sabi ng ating book, if sales increase by 25%, how much will be the new operating income? So, remember, no, sales, variable cost, and contribution margin increase hand in hand proportionately, no? Isa yan sa assumption sa CVP analysis, ano? Pag nag-increase yung sales, kasabay niya i-increase yung variable cost, kasabay din yung contribution margin. And proportionate, which means, dito sa ating problem, no, pag nag-increase ka ng 25% sa sales, automatic mag-i-increase ng 25% yung variable cost, ganun din si contribution margin. Okay? So this means additional 25% in sales is additional or will cause an additional 25% increase in contribution margin. Thus, the new net income is computed by adding the increase in contribution margin to the old net income. So, para makompute yung bagong net income, i-add mo lang po yung amount ng itataas ng contribution margin, no, sa net income, doon sa dating net income. Kasi yung fixed cost hindi naman nagbago. So, old net income as given in your problem is 2,500 plus 25% increase in the contribution margin. So, yung dati nating contribution margin is 5,000 as shown in the previous slide. So, 25% ng 5,000 is 1,250, I think. So, ang magiging bago nating net income, kung magkakaroon ka ng 25% increase in sales, is 3,750. Requirement 3, if sabi niya dito, compute the new break-even point in pesos if fixed factory overhead will increase by 1,700. Yun yung sabi ng book mo. So, pinaikli ko lang dito. No? So, ang magiging new amount ng fixed cost and expenses is 2,500 plus 1,700. So, 4,200. Again, at break-even point, fixed cost and expenses is equal to contribution margin. Therefore, ang contribution margin natin at break-even point will be 4,200. So, para makuha yung break-even point in pesos, yung contribution margin at break-even point ay i-divide natin sa contribution margin ratio. So, by substitution, 4,200 divided by 50% na contribution margin ratio. So that will give you the break-even point in pesos of 8,400.